Terrific. And then we've got Eric Yaverbaum, who is president of Ericho Communications. You've been on with me before. It's
Yes,
great
I
to
have.
see you. You've written a number of books. 6th one's coming out soon.
Yes.
And what's going on in your world these days? Are you happy? Are you a happy camper?
Yeah, no,
No.
yes, I'm always happy, and I'm in PR, so if I wasn't, I would lie anyway. But no, things are going great, and I always enjoy being here. And the spirited debate that we have, I think it's very important.
Yeah,
But
tell me.
isn't this a very, very good thing that we didn't, just because we have the votes in the Senate, say, okay, we'll do it?
I think it's very interesting.
I mean,
it's good.
and the door swings both ways on
yeah.
this. It's great. I mean, I'm not saying it's great that
Yeah.
this is going to get debated even more, because
Yeah.
I actually believe that it should. But
Right.
I believe there's a lot of issues that should be debated more. And the more that we do that, the better off we'll all be.
But it was just interesting to see the coming together of both sides.
It's no small issue.
It's not a small issue at
without
all.
the details, how can you really vote on it?
But
What
how
are
did-
the
but
details
how
of
did
where
they
they're going to go?
expect- How did the White House? You're
You
never
think
going to get the Soviets to agree to reducing, the missiles production and things like that.
Metaphorically speaking, we're all getting punched between the eyes right now.
Yeah.
The country is, the politics, we all are.
Yeah.
And harder maybe than in our entire lifetimes. And one of the things that, not to quote Mike Tyson, but I think he was right, is you find out who a person is when they get hit.
Mm-hmm.
We're all getting hit right now. So we're discovering a lot of things about our country, about our politics, about ourselves in the way that we react, just like we did on September 11th. We found out a lot about ourselves when we got hit.
Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, it was a real soul-searching moment at that time. And which
It's not like on TV. It's
Right.
not there. And if you're in the military,
right.
you are there, or you are on the cutting edge, or you
yeah.
can feel that in a much different way than everybody here who just watches it all on TV. But we're all broke. We don't, unless we wrote 6 books. Hey, by the way, I never promote this book.
That's why he's
Publishing house.
That's why he's not.
I always we are all broken.
No, but no, the country, there's a lot less money. There's, there's a
definitely.
mortgage crisis.
Yeah.
There's
But
foreclosures.
you have leadership secrets of the world's most successful CEOs, but where are these CEOs today following this financial crisis? I mean, that's sort of an aside.
Well, I mean, some of them are being called on as advisors, as they should be. We need all hands on deck. We need all intellect on deck. We need both sides of we need left, we need right, we need everybody on deck now for all of us.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, the drama that plays out in front of the curtain that we see on the news all day long, and we read about from Meghan McCain to Cheney. There's, who is speaking on behalf of that party right now?
We don't, yeah.
Well, there's a lot
of voices out there.
The dust will inevitably settle, but I also think that, and I use Meghan McCain as an example because, Obama embraced the youth of this country. He communicated to the youth of this country in a way that they wanted to be communicated to in the places that they were. And somebody like a Meghan McCain, who you may or may not take seriously, regardless, that's what she does. That's kind of what she represents. I mean, I think sadly for the Republican Party is that then you also have the other voice of youth for Bristol Palin. I mean, that doesn't exactly work. But
I don't think she's a spokesperson.
She's
for
not,
the
but she
youth.
becomes part of the
Yeah,
story and in a
she's
way
not-
that's.
yeah.
But by the way, as embarrassing as Pelosi is, I mean, to me, the whole Pelosi thing is should know. You're picking a fight with the CIA. I mean, there's a lot of people you can pick a fight with, but for a million reasons, that's kind of the wrong people to be going after.
Do you think she's going to leave? Do you think she's going to be forced out?
Well, all I can say about that is that I said it the other day in an interview that I did, is that does anybody think that the Pelosi story is over yet, besides maybe her? Because it is not over.
No,
the
I don't
CIA
think it's
is
over.
not like, and Panetta coming out and saying something, that must have been blessed by the Obama
Oh, there's no
administration.
question in my
And
mind
Obama's
about that.
got to be thinking like,
Yeah.
what do I do right now? I don't think he's loving her.
Rebel and
That's the problem, is what she says, it differs every time.
Right.
It really
We had
makes
like
her look
5 or 6
ridiculous.
explanations. We had like 5 explanations before she actually, when she answered the question, do you think the CIA...
In the same
lied?
press conference.
Yes, in
I
the
mean,
same press conference.
It's like a Saturday Night
She
Live
said-
skit, they don't have to edit
She
it.
said yes.
Bash Rush, and he had to backtrack.
No, but to me, what I hate about that is, and again, it doesn't matter which side, if you're on the left and you say something that agrees with the right, oh, you're terrible. And if you're on the right and you say something that agrees with the left, oh, you're terrible.
You're
And
just
it's-
real upset about the whole tenor of the times and the climate that we're in.
Look, and I've talked about it many times on the show. The one time that I had an opinion that did not agree with my own party, I got absolutely bashed in the press for something that I said here. Like,
Right.
What was that?
It was about the, oh God, I'm going to get bashed.
Oh,
It was
so
about,
what, you've been
trying to
bashed-
help you out, Eric.
you've been
it was
bashed
about
already,
Obama releasing. As a matter of fact, I said it on the last show too. It was Obama releasing the CIA memos on torture, and I said, I believe it was last week. I said I have no idea what the point of releasing those pictures is, which apparently now we're not going to do. I just don't. Why?
Yeah, and then I thought you're.
So, but just for
Right.
saying that,
Yeah,
just
for saying it.
Oh, suddenly I became the token Democrat. I became there was a big
Poor Eric.
conspiracy theory about my work for somebody else who's owned by News Corp. It's like, oh my God, no, I just have a different opinion. Aren't we all supposed to and allowed to do that? And shouldn't we all get in a room and intellectually debate
What,
it?
to think for yourself? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, wow. You just got me in trouble again. I know I get 100 emails a day. I don't want to be in your world. I like my world. I control the press in my world.
But maybe because you didn't say you are not going to release the photos, your position has been bolstered now. So maybe you won't get as many. You won't get 100. Maybe you'll get 50. So that won't be as bad.
Well, you know what? I'll write you tomorrow morning and let you know.
Let me know, definitely.
I thought Obama showed.
Well, one is, the guy's been in office.
I know, but the attitude.
But I don't disagree that. I would say talk first. Let's try that.
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, but I would also say terror. And this is nothing. I'm not talking about Iran. I'm just talking in general. Is terrorists. They play from a whole different playbook. The country needs to get that. It's not the same playbook. Nothing's fair. There's suicide bombers. There's a whole different agenda.
Why do you think the country has a hard time accepting that? That they think that we're supposed to play by these rules. If we play by these rules, it just boggles the mind.
But that's this is such an important point. That was the alternative. We really didn't. We had two lousy choices.
Yeah,
I definitely do not pick economic collapse. So let's go in a different direction. Yeah, we're in the hole. Big time.
I'm worried about the deficit, and I agree with you.
Just to be careful about the fast part. This is the situation that we're in now was created by a lot of long-term, initiatives that got us to this point.
I understand
So
that.
the notion of like this quick fix.
We're not going to have a quick fix.
Well, I don't
understand
think
that.
anyone thinks
I don't think
it's gonna have a
anybody's deluding themselves to think it's going to be a quick fix.
So then the question becomes is, do we buy into that this will be make us better in the long term?
That's it. That's the key point. Absolutely.
I was going to say,
Send your emails to him. Send your emails to him.
The three
Profile on courage.
the three people on your panel could not admit that Obama has made any mistakes in their life.
That's
Their
not
lives depended on it.
true. What
I'll
are you
try next
watching?
hour. Don't leave us. No,
Give me a
Instagram bounce. Come
It's
on.
not an Obama love fest. I don't think.
The problem is they're used to getting an Obama bashing fest. too.
Yeah.
So anything positive is,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I hope that's not my mother.
As we speak, the nation is 11.3 trillion in debt. Add in the upcoming shortfalls in Social Security on the right. I think she's alienating people in her own party.
Well,
that's
Hey, I agree with whoever you're calling. I agree with that. She alienated her own party.
I don't disagree, but I guess I'm looking to the big picture of.
Actually, don't you think that most people think the opposite? I mean, yeah, times are bad, but we're destined to succeed.
That's what I believe.
It's
That's
the
what I
United
believe.
States
Yes,
of America.
right.
We will be successful.
I do. I believe that. I really believe that because we rise to the occasion. We are the greatest country in the world, and I'm very proud of that. Okay, gentlemen.
No, all I'm saying is we had to make a decision. That's all I'm saying is I do not believe that the option to do nothing existed. I don't think anybody would have been happy with that. It's the lesser of two evils. I love to be in a room with someone who has the opposite point of view that I have. Sit in the room, have a debate, and come up with a better answer. I think as a country we're kind of doing that in a lousy way right now. Where there's a lot of finger pointing going
There's
on.
a lot of finger pointing, and that's so that always undercuts us as a nation. I really believe that, and it's a distraction. And
You have to get the last word.
Let's give it. We're cool with that.
That was
Okay,
really
good
the
point.
last
We're
word,
cool.
though. I think they really.
And of course, it's always Bush's fault. That's the thing here in the end. Guys, you've been great. Thank you.